Guys, it is silly season in the NBA offseason, and Yahoo put together an article about crazy trades that could technically still happen that would change the complexion of the NBA. One of the proposals they put out looks like this. The Cleveland Cavaliers would acquire Kevin Durant and Jalen Duren. The Houston Rockets would get James Harden and Sam Merrill. The Pistons would get Max Strus and Jared Allen, and the Clippers would get Duncan Robinson. There'd be some other picks involved, but financially speaking, this trade does work. Jason, in a crazy world where the Cavs could acquire Kevin Durant and Jalen Duren by shipping out James Harden, Sam Merrill, Jared Allen, and Max Strus, plus some future draft picks. A, would you do it? And B, would it make the Cavs the favorites in the Eastern Conference?
No, it's not making them the favorites. I feel like Yahoo's been trying to trade Kevin Durant all summer.
Yeah.
First off, my wife, who gets these notifications on her phone from like Yahoo or whatever, I think it's Yahoo, right? That's one of them that she
Bleach
gets.
Report, Yahoo, yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times she's been like, we just got Kevin Durant. I'm like, honey.
No.
No,
that never happened.
I'm like, can we check legit? Is this legit? And she also follows 100 other like Cavs accounts that like report stuff like it's
my
facts.
dad be doing the same thing.
I'm sweetheart,
bro,
it is not happening.
He's like, did you see this, man? Yeah, man. Shador Sanders, LeBron, man, they playing pickup basketball the other day. I seen them over. No, that never happened, bro. Are you on Facebook again, Dad? Are you on Facebook? Don't make me have to take your phone.
I've never had Facebook, thank God, and I will never. Ever. Like, as I get older and hear people talk about Facebook, it makes me just happy that I've never gotten a Facebook. It's a world that doesn't exist to me.
It's
and
crazy.
It's an island that I will never visit.
Like, yes. Like, these trades right here, even if, say, for instance, God forbid, this trade happens. I'm at the point with Kevin Durant where it's like, why would I expect anything with Kevin Durant to work in here? And it didn't work in Golden State. It did not work.
They got 2 titles in Golden State.
Well, I mean, that was,
you can't say it didn't work.
Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on. The way it ended in Golden State, it ended in him being like, Draymond Green being like, hey, man, we won these championships. We was balling before you. Stop telling me to pass you the ball. I ain't passing you nothing. Durant goes radio silent for a year, then he opts out, right? Then he goes to Brooklyn. Did not work in Brooklyn. Now, it wasn't his fault. I mean, he just showed up and played. Okay, cool. Then he was in Phoenix. Okay. Then he was in Houston. I mean, I'll take him. Don't get me wrong. Don't do it.
Can't you make the same argument of Harden?
No,
it's
the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing.
He made all NBA second team last year, so let's not pretend he's not he's not still a ball.
Would I do this trade? Yeah, I would do this trade. Yeah,
obviously.
This trade's not like this.
I don't know why any of these other teams would do this.
This is insane.
I'm not even looking at out of that.
I'm not.
Duran's not getting traded.
I'm trying to play along and be more with these silly topics, but yes, of course I would do.
Oh, yeah.
I would take Kevin Durant over James Harden. I would take Duren over JA. You get younger, you get more athletic at center,
and you still got Donovan Mitchell, and Mobley. Yeah. This has
never happened.
This is pipe dream technology right here. This is root beer thoughts. This is crazy.
But it worked
just because the numbers and players match doesn't mean that it's
you have to print it in an article.
I did not make this for the record.
No, I know. I
know.
But it got people talking.
Okay, well let's.
So who does Houston get? I can't see that screen.
Harden and Merrill.
Why would you do that if you're Houston?
Because you're not 100% sure if Fred VanVleet is going to come back healthy, and you had no point guard last year, and it's the one thing that they could not replicate at all was a point guard facilitator.
So who's going to score for him then?
They have issues. I'm not saying it makes sense for other teams. I'm just trying to think logically as to why some of these other teams would do this.
What's Detroit get out of that?
Strus on expiring and Jared Allen. And that means they don't have to pay Jalen Duren as much as they may not want to pay.
J.A., maybe, does your boy like him? Bickerstaff? You think he like J.A. more than Duren?
I don't know how he feels about Duren. I know he really likes J.A. Like, as a dude?
Yeah.
Really likes him.
I mean, we know
Can
Detroit.
we get Game 7, Jay?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the 2 Game
we know
7s
Detroit
involved?
doesn't love Duran, or they'd pay him what he's trying to get paid. So there is some iffiness on that end in some regard.
Would that okay? Well,
He's going to get paid.
let's play along. So for instance, say
If this does happen, though, where would the Cavs stack up?
yeah, where
Who do you
would you
think?
put
Who do you
them?
think they'd be better than? Who would they jump?
I think
from
it's
where
a
you
I think it's
currently
a
view them?
pick 'em between the Cavs and the Sixers to win the East.
I'd still put Philly and the Knicks
Hold
above
on,
them.
hold on. So hold on. Let me get in my bag.
Fine, three-way tie for who would be first. And if I'm making odds, I'm a bookmaker. I'm saying the Cavs, the Knicks, the Sixers, all have about the same odds ish to
Close.
go to the
Yeah.
finals.
So you got. So you would have Mobley, Duran. You'd have KD. You'd have Mitchell, and who? Who's your last guy?
Pick a point guard.
I mean, it can't be Porter Jr. Craig Porter Jr. start. Let me see a point guard. We had to figure out, like, I mean,
Who'd you say?
Craig Porter Jr.
No, I'm saying, but who were the other 4?
Oh, Durant, Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell. So that's 4.
Tyson.
You
Make
need a
Donovan
real
the
point.
point.
You need a real point.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying another
Yeah,
player is
you
going to
hit
play big
Tyson.
minutes.
Could be Tyson. Could be Proctor. Craig Porter Jr.
They
Those are
might
kinda
play Proctor.
your options in this scenario.
But if you got that, it's a pick 'em. You can squint and look at them and be like, okay, that definitely can beat. They definitely can beat the Sixers, or they can beat the Knicks. But it's a pick 'em. It all depends on if Kevin Durant is playing. It all depends on a lot of different other things. The spacing. I actually don't think that's a bad team. To be honest with you, they're just as good as the Sixers in a lot of the top teams. I like them better than the Heat. I like them better than the Raptors. I like them better than the Celtics. I take that team over them. But it just comes down to whether KD is going to play in the playoffs. So, but it'd be interesting. I still wouldn't see why. I don't understand why not the Sixers, but I don't see why the Houston Rockets would do that because,
It's a summer trade proposal. On a real trade note, though, taking this out of the equation, when the Cavs traded for Trey Mann, they sent Dennis Schroeder out to Charlotte earlier this week. Do you realize that was the final chapter in the DeAndre
I was
Hunter
thinking about
trade
that.
saga?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's not the final
basically-
chapter because Atlanta owns swaps on.
Well, no, but I mean, it's the last asset they got.
Yeah.
Like they have now, every asset that they got from DeAndre Hunter is now left the Cleveland organization, meaning they basically traded George Niang, Karis LeVert, and all those swaps for Trey Mann.
Yeah, the Hunter trade.
It did not work out.
It did not.
at all.
That was not a good deal.
So for you basketball dudes, which move ultimately hurt the most? Was it Darius Garland not panning out or DeAndre Hunter not panning out?
I don't
I
think.
mean, Darius has the big toe that ruined an empire.
I mean, because if you hear them talk about it, like that was supposed to be it. That was it.
I think Garland would have panned out had he not had the toe.
I don't know. I think it expedited it. I don't think it changed it. I think he's still.
You would know better than I. I'm saying just from like a standpoint of this guy missed so much time.
Yeah,
and he was productive until the toe became chronic.
And then the DeAndre Hunter thing, or I could throw it in there. All right, so let's throw one more thing in here. Or was Evan Mobley not being the unicorn that we all wanted? Which one is the biggest one?
Well, that one.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah, that one necessitated some of the other stuff. But I think Darius goes anyway because the contract and the fit and with Donovan and everything. Like, they had been trying for years to get Darius out of here. Some people around him.
Allegedly. Right.
So I think that would happen anyway. The Hunter thing is like, I don't remember what the swaps are. I know Atlanta's got a couple swaps still from that Hunter trade that the Cavs better stay good because they don't own their own pick.
And what he got
I think
here,
it is 28 and 30, I think maybe, is the
I'm looking it up
Atlanta swaps.
when he got
I mean, he was
here,
great when he got here. He's great.
I thought,
He was
I said,
great.
this is it.
Yeah.
You had Ty Jerome playing out of his mind. You know, I think more than anything, I know the Cavs got to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, and it kind of like put everybody at ease a little bit. But the year that hurt the most it was the year before. Because I don't think anybody saw us losing to the Pacers like that. For us, like I felt like it was that was
Cavs
the
were the
year.
better team. The Cavs were the better team. They didn't play like it in that series, but they were the better team.
It was like
I still believe that.
And I think that gut punch kind of made everybody move a little bit on Darius Garland. It was like, now we got to do something. But you know, that thing was tough for a lot of people. It just hit different.